Miami numbers came out and they're looking insane. Sharon, your favorite Miami real estate agent here, and yes, the numbers in Miami got worse. The median price for both single family homes and condos just got worse, which means the market is even more difficult for buyers. Drop a comment below before we continue with the updates because you will be surprised by the new data and maybe you're wondering what is going on in general in Miami. So drop a comment below. I want to hear from you what you think is going on. Do you remember in the previous market update that I mentioned it was going to be a very interesting following 2 to 3 months? Well, indeed, March was pretty interesting with crazy numbers. When you see charts like this showing the highest sales month in history in Miami-Dade, your mind could be blown away when you see that March 2022 is actually number 3. Yes, Miami real estate posted the third highest sales month in history with 3,939 properties sold in March 2022, and that is an increase of 5% from last year. Even though we're seeing a new record, according to some mortgage lenders across South Florida, they're seeing a substantial decrease in the number of applications. This recent article says that they have seen a drop between 20 to 30% in purchase applications. Well, what could this mean? The effect that this could cause is, I've been saying in the last couple of market updates, with the high interest rates could cause a slight cooling effect on the market. With the new data, we're seeing a 9% decrease in closed sales compared to March 2021, and still we got the highest month in all sales in March. That tells us, or I can assume, the numbers are more in the condo and townhomes market, right? Or let's say we're going to see that in a bit, also the luxury market too. The median sale price for a single family home is actually showing an increase of 9.9% from last year, now being at $540,000, and an increase of 0.7% from February with $536,000. A few days ago I asked you what could you expect with this new data, right? Well, here it is. The median price increased once again. As you see in this recent article, as home prices continue to go up, that suggests homeowners should prepare for home taxes to go up. And even though property taxes don't grow at the same rate as home prices, they will increase. Here is a graph I prepared for you with all the median prices combined for different years. This is definitely very concerning, my friend. The concerning stats for homeowners. Also, we're seeing a huge increase in the rents too, right? We know how the rental prices have been for the last year with an increase of 25, 30% in different areas in Miami-Dade. So yes, this is one of the reasons why landlords are increasing their rents too. Something that caught my eye from this last report is the median percentage of the original list price received. As you can see, in March 2022, the median of these was 100% of the list price. This means that in March, all offers received and closed were at listed price or above, or let's say very, very minimal price below the asking price. Also, this is another indicator of how competitive the Miami market remains. As of today, Tuesday, here are some numbers of today's new listings versus those under contract. We're seeing an average of 75% more or less of properties that go under contract. Per every 20 properties, let's say, that come to the market, 15 goes under contract the same day on average, and that's another indicator that our market is not cool enough. If we see the recently closed transactions, the majority of them are closed at the listed price, then I will say a lot over asking and very few below listed prices, but not that much of difference either. I just say that, right? The market is not expected to cool off anytime soon, my friend. The continued limited supply means that homes are selling at a fast pace. I am expecting April to be another crazy market. Now, for the luxury market, single-family luxury transactions decreased 14.1% from last year, and Miami's existing condo luxury sales surged 40.4%. I always like to share the highest home in price sold, which was sold for 34 millions, an oceanfront house with 5 bedrooms and with over 7,000 square footage in Coral Gables, the largest waterfront in all Calder Bay. Right now, there are 3.5 months of supply in luxury single-family homes and 5.8 months of supply in luxury condos. As far as the median time to contract decreased 35.7% to 18 days, and for new listings, this is another interesting fact, my friend. New listings of Miami single-family homes decreased 8.5% to 1,540 from 1,974. This is huge because even though we received fewer new listings in March 2022, we still hit the historical sales record in March. Month supply of inventory for single-family homes remained the same from February with 1.7 months. Now let's continue with the condos and townhomes new data. But first, would you like me to keep adding this section of condos and townhomes data in these reports? Let me know. Comment below. Let me know. I will truly like to hear your thoughts, or maybe make these reports a little shorter, right? Let me know. Miami's existing condo sales increased 14.9% from last year to 2,528. And by the way, I just got news of new projects for sale, allowing short-term rentals in very prime locations for guests and tourists. Perfect to get high return on investment. You know, I just came back from Houston from a conference, a real estate conference, and these few days, 2 new projects with these features, with no rental restrictions, were released to the market, and let me tell you, they will not last for sure. All the projects that I have talked about in the past with 0 rental restrictions are sold out by now within 3 months on average, depending on the numbers of units, of course. So for more information, complete the form below and tell me you are interested in these projects I just mentioned. And you know, getting out, lock the price, the view in the early stage of reservation while they last. The median sale price for condos increased 31.1% from last year to $400,000 in March from $380,000 in February. The median time to contract in March was 31 days, and that is a 50% decrease from March 2021. You know, I'm going super quick about, giving you the numbers of the condo market. I just wanted to cover the condo section as well, right? Now, for new listings, 2,585 new listings came to the market, and that is a 9.6% decrease from last year, and actually a 6.7% decrease compared to February. Again, we are seeing a decrease here, even though the new record in sales in March. How crazy, right? And month supply of inventory for condos continued to decrease 73.6% to 2.3 months. We're seeing how the interest rate has been going up this year. And, here's a table, an interesting table for you to see how it is going. And let me tell you, it will continue to increase. Historically, in the US, total inventory tends to expand 6 months after mortgage rates begin to rise. And, according to a new study by Realtor.com, detailed that 64% of possible sellers intend to list their home by October 2022. So that tells me that it could be possible to increase inventory by that time, right? If you ask me if you should buy now, my answer will be no. There's so much competition right now that unless you're willing to put $25,000 or over for list price, or willing to waive some contingencies, or maybe to put $25,000 or more money towards appraisal, then no. Wait until September or October. The prices will be higher, yes, yet there will be less competition. Now, if you're a seller asking me if you should sell now, my answer will be definitely yes. I just mentioned that since the interest rates will continue to increase, fewer potential buyers will be able to afford your house. Plus, you will likely have more competition once this happens. So cash out all the equity you can get now for your property. So Sharon Colon with Home Miami Realtors here. I want to hear from you in the comment section. What do you think? What's going on? What's going to happen with the Miami market? Drop a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to, okay? Remember to be nice and be kind. See you next time. Bye-bye.